Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Gargoyles Goliath figure from NECA Toys. I watched this show religiously when it was on, however I didn't have any of the original toys, so I don't have any nostalgia there. However, when I saw this, the solicitation for this go up, I just was automatically intrigued. Again, especially as I think I've stated before, if a figure is digitigrad, I'm definitely interested, because if a figure is pulled off well with that and balances, then it's pretty primo. And you know, I can say that this hits a lot of really good notes. So let's get into the finer details. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Goliath looks absolutely phenomenal. As I've stated in previous reviews of NECA figures, if they get anything right, it's absolutely the aesthetics. I mean, their sculptors are top notch, and this is no different. Actually, this is even one of the best NECA figures I've seen in my own personal opinion, in terms of just how well it conveys the character, and just everything looks exactly as it did on the show. And you get this, like, the purple is spot on, and you got this beautiful, like, darker purple wash that just brings out all those finer points in that sculpt. Proportions are all just perfect. And again, with digitigrad style feet, it's hard to get that so they sit right. You do get a tail with Goliath, which definitely helps with that. So it's kind of helped there, and yeah, it's definitely a good thing. Not only that, loincloth here looks fantastic. You get a little bit of a dark wash on that. You get some gold on the paint, which is very, very crisp and just a gorgeous shade. Like that's a great gold. Love it. And the belt looks like actual leather. Just they did a great job in the textures there. Textures all around are really great. I mean, there is definitely one to somewhat of a texture to the skin itself. And then you get that face sculpt, which is just dead on. Not only that, but it looks alive. It looks really fantastic. Just great job all around. And then I guess last thing I want to comment on is, like, even the hands, just they even got the, like, little folds and creases in the palms. Just, it's detail all over. Just could not recommend it enough based off the aesthetics alone. When it comes to accessories, you get a really nice selection here with Goliath, and so we'll jump right into it. And I'm actually going to start off with what I touched off on a couple of seconds ago, and that is the head sculpts. So you get one kind of just stern, serious looking, kind of normal with the pupils look, and that comes right out of the box. And then you get his very angry, very monster face. Trying to get that. There we go. Beautifully sculpted. And the only thing, one of the few flaws on mine actually is just that there was apparently just an air bubble in the paint or something like that in the left eye. So it's actually not showing up too well here. But that's easy enough to go over with just some white paint of my own. So is what it is. But I mean, the mouth just gorgeously done. Trying to get, there we go. So paint are nice, and the teeth are nice and crisp, and you can even see some paint on the tongue there, so that's fantastic. And then we get to the hands. So equipped, we get the claw hands, which I showed in the previous section. Then we get two fists, which have just as much detail. So again, you can see the kind of the wrinkles and the details in those hands, even where the claws are coming into the palm, like just really, really well done. You can see the veins there on the other side. Then you get an extra left hand, and this is the Jalapeno holding hand. Again, you get that same level of detail, and you can just put that in the palm. Oh, my focus is not working tonight. I am sorry, y'all. Or you can put that in between the index and thumb and have it like that. So there you go. And I guess that brings me to, you also get the Jalapeno, which in the show became a stand-in for swears. So there's that. And then you also get the book, and really love the way they did the interior here with the words. It just looks really good. The pages look nice and aged. The other side, you definitely get that kind of leather aesthetic going on. They did the wash really well here. So absolutely nailed it. There we go. All right, trying to get the focus right so it actually like shows up. There, okay. So you get that. Then finally, you get the wings, and they are huge, as you can see. Like, it's like they are literally taller than he is. But these are absolutely beautifully done as well. You can see the purple paint, super crisp, and the wings themselves are black, and then you get this kind of teal wash over it, and just really makes it pop, especially on the shelf if you have the right lighting. So that's awesome. Obviously, it would have been cool if he came with folded wings, but they just NECA had just solicited that Bronx, the kind of dog gargoyle, will come with the folded wings. So something to look forward to. So articulation is really nice here. And so yeah, let's get it. Top to bottom as we normally do. So you get a ball joint for the head. So you can get really nice down. Okay up, the hair is very, very pliable, but because it is there, you're really not gonna get to look too far up. So you're basically just gonna be looking forward. But you get some absolutely gorgeous tilt there as well, again, because of the way that barbell joint works. Then we come down to the wings. The wings are very ratcheted. Like that sounds painful. It almost sounds like you're breaking it, but that is actually the way it's supposed to sound. And it helps keep them very sturdy. So that actually helps. So don't be afraid to move them around. I say as I kind of like make it come out. So as you can see, they're just on those kind of, I don't know what you call that type of joint, but definitely works, and that plugs into the back. Then we come down to, actually I'm gonna take this off just to make this easier. The shoulders. So we're just on a hinge. We can come up, down. So you're not quite getting your T-pose because of the how many muscles there are there, but it works. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows coming to about there. Then you get your hinge and swivel at the wrist, all horizontal. We get a ball joint at the diaphragm, so you can kind of come around. Not too much crunch going on there. Not a whole ton of back, but it definitely works and kind of helps you work with the balance more than anything. Then we come into the hips and you can get pretty much full splits for Goliath. That's also where you're gonna get your thigh swivel. Then you've got single jointed knees that come to kind of just past 90, so that's kind of cool. Then we get the first part of the foot, so you can come there, we can come there, and then the toe, we can do, I don't want to force it too much, but yeah, you can get your full point, and you can come forward. So you can get pretty decent crouch, but nothing amazing. And then finally the tail, which is actually also on a hinge, so you can come up and down, and then all of this is bendy, so you can pretty much get whatever you want there. So that's articulation. So let's look at some size comparisons, and I'm gonna keep the wings out just to show exactly how ridiculous they are. So starting off here, he is with a couple other NECA big boys, with some Hasbro, with some imports, with some monsters, finally with an Articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on Gargoyles Goliath from NECA Toys is that this is a triumph, honestly. And I say that because, I mean, NECA, in my opinion, has put out the best figures they've ever put out in their entire career in the past couple of years. And I mean, that's evidenced by the fact that I was completely out, I think around last December or like somewhere in there, and just like, I couldn't stay away from Super Shredder. And so I got that one. That was kind of like, all right, if this is a sign of where the direction they're going, then I'm totally into it. And between that, Chrome Dome, and then this, like, I definitely have faith in very specific figures, so I guess I'm back in. So needless to say, if you're a fan of gargoyles, if you just like gargoyles in general, not just the show, if you are a fan of the Goliath character or any of that, absolutely pick this up. It is showing up on Target shelves right now, possibly Walmart. Again, I'm not sure because Walmarts around me are absolute trash. And yeah, and all your favorite online retailers. So I will have links in the description below to my favorite online retailers for where you can find Goliath. So that being said, I hope you found this review both entertaining and informative, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And beyond that, I will have other ways which you can help the channel in the description as well. So please check that out. And yeah, that being said, thank you so much once again for watching. Take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.